Welcome, beautiful Paris and Germain family. In today's video, I will share my early thoughts about Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern München in the Club World Cup quarterfinal. This is a game I've known we were gonna play, ever since we knew the round of 16s. Everyone knew Paris Saint-Germain were gonna beat Inter Miami. I knew Flamengo would make it tough, but that Bayern would go through. So this is a game I've known, I've anticipated a bit. In the beginning, I thought we would face Palmeiras. According to my predictions, we would face Palmeiras and then Chelsea. Bayern now instead. And then Madrid and then City. Perfect Club World Cup run. Round 16, you always get an easy-ish team. But facing Messi with the PR and Inter Miami, it was nice. But now we're facing Bayern. Bayern is going to be the best team we've faced so far in the Club World Cup. Better than Inter Miami, obviously. Better than Botafogo. Better than Atletico Madrid. And better than Seattle Sounders. But all of these teams were beating convincingly, obviously apart from the Botafogo defeat. So, according to that logic, we're still going to win, in my opinion. Bayern München obviously beat Auckland 14-0, beat Boca Juniors last minute, lost to Benfica, and now this, Bayern have not looked impressive. Yes, we have the defeat against Botafogo, but that was just issue here. And that was a defensive masterclass from Botafogo. Apart from that, we've just been absolutely ruthless with our opponents. And even in the Champions League, earlier, Inter Milan in the final, how we dispatched Arsenal so easily as well. And now we're facing Bayern München. Bayern München are a team that have their own problems. I've seen a lot of people trying to overhype this Bayern team a bit. I was one of the people that knew this Bayern team wasn't that good in the UCL last season. But I predicted them to go through versus Leverkusen due to mentality and so on. But I remember that Celtic, I watched both Bayern Celtic games. They were not that good. And then obviously versus Inter, versus Inter, they always had the excuse of the injuries and so on. And then Inter, scored from corners and so on. But I still think there's a level between this PSG team and this Bayern team. I will do a combined 11 later on in a video. So we'll wait for that. But player-wise, much better Paris Saint-Germain. Manager-wise, Luis Enrique is a billion times the manager Vincent Kompany is. The chemistry, the vibe, everything else, Paris Saint-Germain clears as well. It's going to be very hard for Bayern to win this game. It's going to be very hard. I see it very unlikely for Bayern München to beat Paris Saint-Germain. With the confidence that we're coming in, Ousmane Dembélé just came back as well. And I'm not saying it's going to be some easy game or something. I'm strictly talking about the end result. Who's going to go into the semi-final? I see it very unlikely that Bayern go into the semi-final, in my opinion. I think this Paris Saint-Germain team has shown us, ever since 2025 started, that they are by far the best team in the world and at least one level ahead. They sit at a table alone, and now everyone is trying to catch up to Paris Saint-Germain. And Olise Nuno, that could be a cheeky thingy. Harry Kane, huge game from him in this recent game versus Flamengo. But it just won't be enough. And my prediction, my early prediction, it's like a 3-1. I would love a 3-1. Would maybe get more, but no. I would take a 3-1. A dominant performance as well. And we're finally going to be tested defensively. Atletico Madrid, not the best offensive team. And, Botafogo, Seattle Sounders, Inter Miami, we're not going to do anything. So that's for me the biggest thing with Bayern. How much problems are we going to have defensively? Olise, Harry Kane, Musiala just came back. And then, whoever Kompany picks on that left side, it's trash versus garbage versus ass. Sané, Coman, Gnabry. So I think that's the biggest thing. Bayern München also, heavy possession side. We obviously gave them possession when we went to the Allianz Arena. And that's another thing with this Bayern München time. We're out for revenge. We lost to Atletico Madrid in the group stage. We got revenge. We lost versus Arsenal. We got revenge. The only team left from the defeats in that group stage is Bayern. And I'm very sure the PSG players want revenge against Bayern. And I'm very sure, let me see, Ousmane Dembélé wants revenge. We all remember Dembélé. Had a cheeky good game. Then obviously got the red card. And now he's back. Just came back from an injury. And he has to cook, obviously, for Paris Saint-Germain in this game. I'm looking at Kvara, Doué, Barcola, Vitinha, what a Club World Cup he's having. Hakimi, what a Club World Cup he's having. But we have to perform really well. The Bayern is not a team where we can have a 7 out of 10 or we can play really good in the first half and let down in the second half. No. We need to be really great against this Bayern side. I would say, once again, the thing that this Bayern side lack, which is a threat against PSG, is pace. Davis is the only outlet Bayern have, and he's not fit. So yeah. Also defensively, I think Bayern are good. I got Neuer in goal, Upamecano. Ta is a bit cooked. Stanisic Limer as well a bit cooked. Basically just Upamecano, carry job, and Neuer can have his moments. But yeah, Paris Saint-Germain as a club, the players, the supporters, we should go in very confidently in this game, not arrogantly. Gotta somewhat stay humble. But we should get the dubski in this game. Go into the semi-final. I mean, it's just very hard to see a team stop us. Bayern obviously scored from a set piece in the recent games. Flamengo, they scored against a set piece against us from a corner as well when we face in the group stage. But like that's all. Like Olise is not at that level at the moment yet, where he can decide big games like this. Kane is the only reliable one they have, and even Kane in big games sometimes he hides. But after what I saw versus Flamengo, maybe Kane could be tricky, be cheeky. Then I'm looking at the midfield battle. Bayern obviously play a 4-2-3-1 against our 4-3-3. And I mean, Goretzka, Kimmich, what would they do versus Neves, Fabian, Vitinha? And then I'm looking at the flanks. Stanisic, Limer versus Richa, Doué, Dembuz, Hakimi, Nuno. It could get dirty. Me predicting 3-1 is actually humble. I can see more. Maybe 4-1. But obviously, the most important thing is to go in there, have a great performance, win the game. Because this game is just about going through. We want to win the Club World Cup. We don't want to beat Bayern. That's not our objective. Maybe Bayern's objective is to beat the reigning Champions League team. Maybe Bayern's objective is to beat the best team in the world. But Paris Saint-Germain's objective is extremely clear. It's to win the Club World Cup. That's been clear ever since we won the Champions League. We want to win both. We want to have the greatest season, greatest calendar year a football club has ever had. And Bayern is just another team on our way. And think about it in 2025. We've basically beaten all the big teams in Europe, especially when we finish off the Club World Cup now. We beat Bayern, quarter, Madrid in semi, sit in the final. The only team left is Barca, who will probably get in the group stage next season in the Champions League. I can't wait. I'm really excited for this game. It's going to be a great game. Could potentially be the best Club World Cup game so far. And yeah, it's 5 days left until that game. Let's enjoy the other Club World Cup games. Let's see how good City are. Let's see how good Madrid are versus a competent Juve side. And yeah, that's been it from boy PSG. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez Paris.